The NBA is officially back. We had 10 games in the association tonight to go through, and we start in Houston. Rockets meeting up with the Hornets tonight, and the story of the game, LaMelo. Charlotte coming into the season relatively healthy with higher expectations, and right away, there he is, LaMelo. This is the connection we're gonna get used to. LaMelo to Brandon Miller. Later in the first, there's that duo again. LaMelo, unselfish to his dynamic duo partner Miller for three. The rest of this first half, though, all about Houston. Jalen Green with a three now in the second quarter. This is what Amen Thompson is gonna do in his sophomore season. Jalen Green again out to prove that the end of last season was no fluke. Third quarter, Houston continuing to build their lead behind Alperen Sengun. The Rockets were up by as many as 18 points, but now here come LaMelo and Tre Mann. Fourth quarter now, Hornets down by 2 and more from Tre Mann. He has been on a roll. 3-point game, 7:40 to go. LaMelo pulling it back for 3 to tie it. Hornets down by 3 again, now 3.5 to go. Are you serious, Tre Mann? The story all night though, LaMelo Ball, tie game, 2 minutes to go. Melo from deep, no good, but guess who gets the rebound and the putback? Very next possession, Hornets up by 2, LaMelo. This time he hits it. All tied at 103 with 45 seconds to go. LaMelo to Grant Williams with the dagger. A 1-0 start for the Hornets, an 18-point comeback for the Hornets, and for LaMelo Ball, 34, 11, and 8, and this was mostly without Brandon Miller, who got hurt early in the game. LaMelo's the story in this one, but Tre Mann once again exceeding expectations. 24 points off the bench. He is a bucket. Elsewhere in the NBA tonight, opening night at the Intuit Dome, where the Clippers meet the Suns, and the wall is officially open for business. Let's pick this one up in the second quarter. Phoenix up by 10. Tyus Jones to D-Book in the headband. Phoenix up big early. A lot of people sleeping on this Clippers team this season. In the third quarter, they show why they are underrated. Their defense. Derrick Jones Jr. with the steal and the layup to tie the game. Now it's James Harden time. It is his show this season. Fourth quarter now, Clippers are up by 7. They completely flip the game, and now Amir Coffey hits the deep three. They're up 10. The Intuit Dome is rocking. The Clippers looking for a big opening night win, but Kevin Durant and the Suns not going anywhere. Phoenix down by 1. Durant the N1 to give them the lead. Phoenix down by 2 now, under 30 seconds to go. Durant, are you serious? On the other end, the Clippers elect not to take a timeout. Harden with a chance to win it in regulation, just misses. In overtime, it's Bradley Beal's turn for 3. Just like at the end of regulation, the Clippers elect not to take a timeout. Harden with them down by 2 gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. He makes the first. With a chance at double overtime, he misses the second. The Clippers would get one more opportunity, but they turn it over and the Suns steal opening night at the Intuit. Despite the loss, the system goes 29, 12, and 8 tonight, but he has to shoot better from the field. For Phoenix, D-Book fouls out. A quiet night for them, but they still get the job done. They'll play the Lakers in LA on Friday night. Next up, we got Warriors and Blazers from Portland, and early on here is Scoot Henderson. Portland would keep this one close in the first quarter, but that's when Buddy Hield would wake up. The Warriors started this game ice cold from downtown, but in the second quarter is when they would start to shoot it well. Moses Moody for 3. The Warriors starting to pull away now in the second, and Steph Curry has found his new splash brother, Buddy Hield. Led by Buddy Hield, it was a balanced effort for Golden State. After a slow start in the first quarter, they went on to dominate. And after the game, Andrew Wiggins with a big-time statement saying, quote, "We got the deepest team in the league. Steve Kerr used 12 guys tonight, and he said that's his plan moving forward." And this might be a match made in heaven for Buddy Hield. I know it's only one game. It's 22 points, though, in only 14 minutes. He was getting a lot of open looks with this dub system. Ja Morant back in action for the Grizzlies tonight in Utah. Third quarter, Jazz down by 7, but here comes Lowry legend. Moments later, more from the Jazz star, this time on a lob from Keontae George. End of the third quarter, this is what we've been waiting to see. Ja Morant just taking it right from the rookie Cody Williams, getting the hoop and the harm. In the fourth, more Morant against the rookie, this time once again the and one. Utah down by 2 with 3 minutes to go in the fourth. What a night for Walker Kessler. But on the other end, the star of the night for Memphis, Santi Aldama, 27 points. Grizzlies up by 3, 43 seconds to go. It's closing time, and it's Ja Morant. Lauri Markkanen had 35 and 9, but Ja Morant once again stealing the show late. 22, 10, and 5 for Ja on 7 of 12 from the field to go along with 27 from Santi Aldama. Orlando and Miami tonight in Miami, and the story of this one, Paolo Banchero. The Heat were actually winning here in the first half, but Paolo would completely take over late in the second. Again, I understand it's only one game, but this version of Paolo looks so scary. It wasn't just the scoring either from Paolo. What a pass here to Franz. Magic extending their lead in the third quarter, and look at Paolo inside, just too strong. This was the most impressive result of the night. Orlando goes into Miami and just completely dominates the Heat on the road. 33, 11, and 3 for Paolo tonight. Franz also pitched in 23 points, including 3 for 6 from downtown where he struggled last season. And for Miami, we're not about to press panic buttons on opening night, but Jimmy Butler was non-existent. 3 points on 1 of 8 from the field. Bulls and Pelicans on opening night. No Zion for the Pels. That just means more from Brandon Ingram. B.I. and CJ were on one in this one. The Bulls were turning it over left and right, and CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram combined for 56 points in the Pels' victory. The Pels get the win, but at what cost? They lose DeJounte Murray to a fractured left hand. He had 14, 10, and 8 tonight too. The Bulls may have lost the game, but if you saw that first half, you know that Zach LaVine still looks very much like the Zach LaVine of old. He was on one in this first half. And also for the Pelicans, one of the standout rookies from opening night, Vis Misi, 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He's going to play a crucial role for them. Bucks and Sixers from Philly, and the new-look Bucks off to a good start. Taurean Prince had a big night. But the story of this game for Milwaukee, Damian Lillard and Giannis continuing to blossom in year 2. Dame is showing that he can still get hot with the best of them. 30 tonight. Bucks cruise by the Sixers 124-109 behind Lillard's big shooting night. Pistons and Pacers now from Detroit. New year, new Pistons. The Pistons were in control in the first half. They're still in control in the third. There's Cade Cunningham. End of the third, Pistons up by 5. Clock winding down. Cunningham completely taking over in this quarter. Pistons were up by 8 heading into the fourth. Now they're down by 1, and welcome back Bennedict Mathurin. Pacers up by 3, 25 seconds to go. Tyrese Halliburton hadn't made a 3 all game long, but he hits the one that matters most. It wasn't the prettiest win, but Indiana 1-0 to start their season. Pistons lose tonight. They were competitive. They probably should have won. Cade goes for 28, 8, and 5. Cavs and Raptors tonight from Toronto. Opening night, no RJ Barrett yet for the Raptors, but the story of this game, Evan Mobley continuing to blossom. 25 and 8 tonight from Mobley, including this defensive possession where he locks up Scotty Barnes. Again, it's only one game. We try not to overreact, but my goodness, Evan Mobley looked fantastic tonight, and the Cavs just completely dominate Toronto. And last but not least, Hawks and Nets tonight from Atlanta. Cam Thomas is going to put up some ridiculous statistics this season. Nets down by 5, Thomas the N1. Thomas had 36 points. He put on a show, but late in this game, it was Trae Young coming through in the clutch with a floater. But the real story of this game was not Trae Young. It was Onyeka Okongwu, a career high for him, and the Hawks win. Onyeka with a career high 28 points, and we also have to mention the outstanding defense played by Dyson Daniels. He had 5 steals, and he said earlier this season that he wants to compete for an all-defensive team. He looks like it.